47 years in prison is what they wanted. $8.37 million worth of fines and fees is what they wanted. And a felony. They want to brand me a felon. I mean, I got in the way of the 28th largest company in the world, and this giant stepped on me, and I felt it.
Microsoft has accused Eric Lundgren of creating thousands of illegal copies of its software. He argues he was only using it to extend the lifespan of old PCs.
Microsoft took the stand and said, we think that Eric Lundgren infringed our IP and cost us millions of dollars. What we're doing today, our blind consumerism, is not sustainable. We need to stop. We need to really understand how things are built and understand how we're supposed to fix them. I hope that people ask me, why did you go to prison? Why are you a felon? Because I'd love to tell them. Hey, bro. How's it going?
We're checking through your list of canceling your accounts with Netflix. And
Canceling my accounts. Good. All right.
we also got the time. It's between 12 and 1.
Not before 12.
But you can go before 12. Don't come after.
I think
1.
you're allowed to go early to prison, Mom, just not late.
Not late.
Yeah, I think that's the
Not
rule.
later.
Exactly.
Not later. Did you hear that?
All I know is I need you to come in with me. I need you to take my fedora on the way out and protect it with your life.
Preserve his
Preserved the fedora.
Preserve the fedora.
Preserve the-
And when I get out, I want you to be there to hand it to me, and I can put it back on and get back to work. That's my goal. Okay?
Okay.
It all started in China. I started a company called Source Captain. We sourced all the parts and components that people needed to repair their proprietary things in America. Think of the automobile. You know, your automobile breaks, somebody takes it to a junkyard and takes all the working parts and builds new automobiles or fixes old automobiles with those parts. We don't do that with electronics. They're all proprietary, so we're just promoted and trained that it's all garbage. One little piece breaks, 1%, and that 99% of value we throw away with it. So by aggregating all of this waste, the company that I founded in Los Angeles recycles 43 million pounds worth of e-waste every year. The United States is the largest contributor to electronic waste, which is the fastest growing waste stream in the world. To put it in perspective, 126 Empire State Buildings worth of e-waste are actually created every single year. And all of that waste, you'd think it would be recycled somewhere when we throw it in the trash. No, 15% is recycled. And then 85% is either exported or put in a landfill, leaching harmful chemicals in our water table like lead and mercury, bromine, cadmium. And these harmful chemicals are affecting us in a negative way. Now, the majority that gets exported goes to third world countries. They're burning this waste just to try to find little scraps of metal that they can salvage. And when you burn waste, there's all of these harmful cancerous carcinogens that are released into the air.
Look at these kids. This is so unhealthy.
And you're sitting over it, burning it, and when you ingest these harmful carcinogens, I personally, when visiting, developed a lung infection. It was very harmful, and I was there for a short period of time. Imagine the kids that work there day in and day out. That's the reason why I do what I do, because I can put a face and suffering behind these wasteful practices that we have. The biggest problem that we face in making this difference is when we get in the way of the corporate agenda. When I save something, that's taking away from their market share. I mean, I got in the way of the 28th largest company in the world, and this giant stepped on me, and I felt it. When you really boil it down, I'm going to prison for giving you the free repair tool to fix what you legally own. People get confused about what a Dell Restore CD is, okay? This is something that you can download for free from the internet, burn to a CD, and it comes with your computer. It only has one ability. You put it in your computer and it can reset your computer back to factory settings. It basically, if you have bloatware and viruses, if you have missing DLL files, it doesn't matter. Whatever your problem is with your computer, this is going to reset it back to when you first bought it. The problem is, where's your Dell Restore CD? Most people buy the computer, take the CDs, put them in a drawer, lose them, and when they need them, they don't have them. I wanted to make sure that everybody that got a secondhand computer had a CD with it.
Stop, Bill. Thank you.
I had one unit, and I walked into a computer shop in Watchung Bay, and they were willing to just duplicate them right there. Mirror image copy, nothing changed. And I said, okay, good. It was as easy as ordering a pizza.
It's literally as deep as you can possibly imagine of just restore CDs.
And I was out there telling refurbishers, you don't need to pay Microsoft for this. You have a you have a legal operating system on there, you have a legal license, you're good. Here's the restore CD, go ahead and sell it. I get back to America, don't think anything of it. 2 years in the United States, and all of a sudden my house is raided. Guys, guns, masks, door busted down.
Microsoft has accused Eric Lundgren of creating thousands of illegal copies of its software. He argues he was only using it to extend the lifespan of old PCs. He now faces up to 15 months in prison and a possible $50,000 fine.
I mean, there were 21 federal indictments, so at the end of the day, they just threw enough spaghetti at the wall and something was bound to stick. And they just said, well, what are you willing to plead guilty to? And I said, I'm willing to plead guilty to Dell restore CDs without licenses. That's what I'm willing to plead guilty to. And after 5 years of arguing with our government, they said, okay, sure, plead guilty to that. And I said, thank God, this makes perfect sense now. The judge is gonna understand that this is freeware and, we're good. And then Microsoft came into the courtroom and convinced the judge that a Dell Restore CD that's free, the thing that you get, literally call Dell, they'll ship you one for free, functions the same and is valued the same as a Microsoft operating system with a license. The judge said that I infringed Microsoft by $700,000 because that's what they sold a licensed operating system for. There's one thing that I should have done differently. It would have saved me years of my life. Not just the year in prison or the 3 years of probation or the 5 years of torment before that. The one thing that would have saved me is if I would have typed the word Dell and Microsoft in a different font. At the end of the day, that was my infringement right there, is the fact that I used their logo.
I'm gonna give you a hug.
Well, thank you guys for coming.
Let's get it. Eric, thanks for being the first one in jail. It's a record. It's
First and last.
a record. Right.
Don't need it. Need it. Don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need it. Need this. Don't need it. Need this. That's the family reunion. Took my family on a big trip, because I thought all this stuff might happen, so brought them all to California. Sorry if I'm all red-eyed. I was outside talking with my grandfather, and he's really old, and I'm worried that I won't get a chance to see him again, so we just kind of, I'll see him in 15 months. That's the plan. Swimming in prison? Probably not. However, we still need clothes to wear, especially when we go see Microsoft tomorrow. So I'll bring the dry cleaning.
Some people might think that it's pointless to go to Microsoft right now. Some people might think that it's just a waste of time, that they don't care, and that by taking this to them, they're just going to tell you to go away. But at the end of the day, I think it's a good idea to try. I mean, if you don't try, you already failed.
The well-publicized case of Eric Lundgren, who's going to prison for distributing free-to-download software, is not the only qualm we have with Microsoft. We at US PIRG have been working with Eric Lundgren because we're really concerned about what his case means for the way that companies have really gone out of their way to make it difficult to fix our stuff. We need to empower everybody to fix things, because even though e-waste is a small part of our waste stream by volume, it's 70% of the toxic waste going into landfills right now.
I have 11,464 letters that are going to go to Microsoft. These letters are from people who want to stand up for repair and don't believe that it's right to imprison recyclers for trying to help the world fix our e-waste epidemic. The fact that 11,000 people would stand up and take the time out of their day to write to Microsoft about my case is just touching. My fate's sealed. I'm going to prison in 24 hours. But this right here needed to be done. All of the letters that everybody has made, we needed to walk them in here and hand them to Microsoft to make sure that they got them. We want to make sure that they understand the purpose that we're trying to serve here.
I mean, it's clear that Eric, probably colored outside the lines here. He didn't play this by the book. He didn't have a right to certainly put the Dell logo on those disks. It was their free tool. It's not unreasonable that someone will make copies because they thought it was free. Microsoft is going to try to act in Microsoft's best interest, and we as a society put limits on that. And that's democracy. And I think it's time that we started to use the power of democracy to push companies to do better when it comes to eco-design and sustainability when it comes to electronic waste.
Heard you might be coming. Our elevators are badge-only access, so
Okay.
I'm afraid we can't take you up to the fourth
Hi,
floor.
Michelle and Nathan.
Michelle Lancaster.
Eric
Michelle
Lundgren,
Lancaster.
pleasure.
All right, so you can take these?
Yes, I will make sure that they get to the appropriate folks at Microsoft.
All right, thank you so much, Michelle.
Who are the appropriate folks? Who are they going to go to?
I will be taking these to our devices team, who
Okay.
handles all of our repairability issues.
All right. I would love to see if they could get to Satya. Is there a way to get them to him?
That is not my decision.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll keep trying then. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Michelle.
Next stop, the headquarters. If I can help nudge a giant corporation like Microsoft to support efficient solutions, then it's worth it, But if I just go to prison and nothing changes, I think that's a waste of time. Okay.
You have a card?
Yeah, that's my business card.
Can I help you?
Yeah, tell me.
All right. Let me walk you this one. So there's zero chance that anyone would be coming to the lobby that you would want to get your message to.
So there's zero chance that I'm going to
Yes.
be able to meet anybody here today.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Appreciate
Thank
it. All righty.
Have a great day.
Thanks. Do you guys need anything on your way out?
I guess they view me as a threat. I'm glad I came out here. No regrets. I think that this is a good use of my last day. Full circle, man. Coming to talk to the company that is putting me where I'm going to be tomorrow and for the next 15 months.
Hey guys.
Come on in. We just woke up. I got about 3 hours sleep. Today is the day I go to prison. Family's here. I have my uncle here, my brother here, and my mother here, and we all watch Shawshank Redemption, which I thought was like a great choice, except for I forgot some of the scenes in the movie. So I was like, Mom, don't watch now. Don't watch. It's okay. I got to figure out how to get down there and meet up with the people that are going to be taking pictures. Okay, let's go to prison. I'm thinking of it as a forced government vacation where I'll be able to just, this might be the universe's way of telling me to just stop, to slow down, to look within and really gain perspective. It is gonna be hard for me because it's the exact opposite of who I am. I love to control my surroundings and you don't control this. But it's an honor to be able to live for something. I don't really know why I'm here. I mean, I know why, but at the same time, I don't, to this day, know who I hurt or who to say sorry to for my actions. This is real. This is really happening. So, thank you all for all the support that you've shown me. Thank you for caring. You know, thank you for just 11,400 people wrote letters in support of me. And you went to and you went to Trump and you said, pardon this guy. And you went to the White House and you signed petitions. And the media, you know, they spread the word so that people understood what happened here. And I am really, really touched. It's good to know that you're not alone and that people care. So thank you all. And I'll see you in 15 months. And we'll continue this fight. You miss the small things. You miss like your cousin or your dog or avocados. Oh, avocados. As you can see, my house was under construction when I left. And there's an old saying, when the cat's away, the mice will take all the money and run. Basically, all my contractors didn't finish the work. I was supposed to come home to a done house. I don't know what I was supposed to learn by going to prison. I just made the most of my time while I was there. The next time that you see this house, it's gonna be beautiful. I just need to find the time to finish it, and right now I'm all about work, so. In fact, we're late. I wanna get to the office because I wanna get to work. Is that all right? They try to break you in prison. That's basically what prison is set up to do. Since the last time that we interviewed, my grandparents both passed. I would say my time in prison definitely emboldened me further towards my goal, which is to make sure that all of the e-waste in the country and the world isn't thrown away, but is recycled. Do I regret my actions? No. No, I don't. I think that history will find that Microsoft are on the wrong side of humanity when it comes to recycling. My mistake was thinking too small. I thought if I could just help 100,000 people repair their computers and make them last a couple years longer, that would make a big difference. Now I'm trying to find the solution to e-waste as a whole for everybody in the country. This whole facility we built within the last 60 days of me being out. I mean, we conceptualized it while I was in through like letters and pencil and paper and a lot of mail. And this is just one of the many companies that were brainchilds while I was in, and now I get out and actually get things done again. Welcome to one of my companies. What you're looking at is all of the electric vehicle batteries in the country that we're going to demanufacture, extract the cells, KDEX test the cells, figure out the life cycle left on the cells, and then reintegrate those cells and modules into new applications. We're gonna save 47 million pounds of batteries from landfills this year, just by what we're doing here. It's gonna save billions of dollars in commodity value alone, and it's going to take away 70% of the toxicity in our landfills. We're thinking a lot bigger these days to provide a real solution to the fastest growing waste stream in the country and the world, and the most toxic waste stream in the world that we're currently just throwing away. We're dumping it in landfills, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to be able to solve that problem within the next 12 months.